Bienvenidos. Welcome to Spain on a Fork. I hope that you are doing fabulous because today we have an incredible episode. We're making extra crispy fried calamari with a cheat saffron alioli. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what Spanish cuisine is all about. Seriously, you will find this dish at almost every tapas bar or restaurant here in Spain. And let me tell you, the texture and the flavor of these calamaris are gonna completely blow you away. Now, to make the cheat saffron alioli, I am using mayonnaise instead of raw eggs. This makes it so much easier, but the flavors of the alioli are still gonna be right on the money. And second thing, I am using some high quality saffron. You don't wanna use the imitation or budget stuff. Use the real deal, otherwise this alioli won't have that magical flavor. You guys will find a link to the one that I'm using in the description box below. All right, we're gonna begin by making our cheat saffron alioli first. I'm gonna add in 2 cloves of garlic that I roughly minced into a mortar. Pinch in half a teaspoon of high quality saffron threads. And using a pestle, pound down on the garlic and the saffron until you form a paste. Then I'm gonna add in a generous half cup of mayonnaise. Squeeze in 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon juice. Pour in 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. And lightly season with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And I'm gonna whisk this all together until it's well combined. Once you end up with this beautiful creamy texture, the cheat saffron alioli is done. I'm gonna cover this with some saran wrap and set it aside. Okay guys, let's move on to the star of the dish, the squid. I've got 3 clean tubes of squid here. This is what they look like. You can usually find these at the freezer department in an Asian supermarket. I've already thawed these out. I'm gonna pat them down with some paper towels. And then cut each tube of squid into 1/2-inch thick rings. Next up, I'm gonna add in a generous 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour into a bowl. A 1/4 cup of cornstarch, and season it with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And I'm gonna mix this together, that way all these ingredients are perfectly combined. And in a separate bowl, I'm gonna crack in 2 eggs, season them with sea salt, and beat them together until they're well combined. All right, let's start coating our squid rings. You want to begin with the flour mixture. Then dip it into the egg wash. And then back into the flour mixture. And as you finish each one, add it into a plate. And continue to do this until all your squid rings are coated. I like to do them one at a time. That way each one is perfectly coated. All right, let's start frying up our squid rings. I'm gonna grab a fry pan, heat it with a medium-high heat, and add in 1 cup of sunflower oil. You can use whatever type of vegetable oil that you like. After heating the oil for 4 minutes and it's nice and hot, I'm gonna start adding the squid rings in there. You wanna cook these in batches. Do not overcrowd the pan. After 1 minute, I'm gonna flip the squid rings to fry the other side. And after a total cooking time of 2 minutes, that's 1 minute per side, look at the beautiful golden pale color to these fried calamari. I'm gonna remove them from the pan. You wanna shake off any of the excess oil and transfer them to a dish with some paper towels. And continue to fry up your calamari in batches until it's all done. Once you have all your fried calamari done, I'm gonna transfer it into a serving dish. Grab our cheat saffron alioli, transfer it into a bowl. Place it on the dish with the fried calamari and sprinkle it with some freshly chopped parsley. Okay guys, our extra crispy fried calamari with cheat saffron aioli is done. How insane did this dish turn out? Let's give it a try and see how it tastes. This seriously looks insane. Here we go. What a beautiful crunch. Those calamari are perfectly cooked, and then that saffron aioli, cheat aioli, we use the mayonnaise instead of raw eggs. It is an explosion of flavors when we combine them together. Such an incredible Spanish tapas dish, done in about 30 minutes. Really quick before I go, I'd like to give out a quick shout out to one of my patrons, Jesper Haloon. Again, Jesper, thank you so much for all your support. I truly appreciate you. For the rest of you, if you want to support me on Patreon, help me with ingredients and equipment to continue making videos like this, you will find my Patreon link in the description box below and iCard above. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, smash that subscribe button. Till the next time, hasta luego.